Well, good morning, fuzzy little buddy. Don't you have the look of don't flip and touch me? Coming down to the river, we got some rain. I was actually down at this spot last night. Got robbed a couple of times. Didn't have too long before dark. Those are scratches from bears. So let's hope we don't run into Yogi. I don't got his picnic basket. So today I have with me the 7-foot OTX rod. I've got my 6.6 grit stick, also Ozark Trails. I'm not a rich guy. I just like getting out there. You can still do some amazing stuff with some cheap tools. So that being said, you start where you are with what you got, and if you can make it better from there, well, amen and good on you, brother. Beautiful. Almost mirror surface down here this morning. Oh, something you'd never expect to see in New Hampshire. Crocs sitting right on the bank of the river. What a day, I tell you. All right. Got the good old crawlers, but I got the Canadian crawlers. Straight from Canadian land. Made sure to pick up a new tub of them last night so I'd have enough. So I just threw an X on the tub I was using. That way I don't get them confused. I'm hoping I have some luck over here this morning. Time will tell. Time will see. Gotta be really careful not to slip on this ledge. Actually wearing non-slip shoes that I usually use for my my recently new day job, which is going pretty well. Enjoying that so far. So we have double looper rig or double drop looper on the 7-foot rod. Just some standard 1/0 eagle claw hooks on it. If I can untangle what I did to keep it from snagging on everything. There we are. And that's a 1 ounce weight on there. Want to try to increase my chances for getting a take this morning. Had a small comment discussion with another local to my area angler. Fishing hasn't been the greatest. It's been tough, especially with all the drought conditions. Like for this area in specific, that one's probably smaller than a 1, but doesn't matter. It'll get in the fish's mouth easier. But yeah, I was saying with the drought conditions, water has been extremely low. So when the water gets really low and it's really warm, the fish don't like to cooperate. Generally move to deeper water or near to deeper water so they can escape the heat of the day. And just makes things a little more interesting. All right. Some of my excess reeled up here. And in. Try to let a little of that extra out, because that's the deep spot of the hole right there. And where I got robbed from last night, so let's see if that setup helps me at all. Otherwise, I'm going to be casting around in this upper area. Excuse me. So, river comes around the bend up there. and then it kind of eddies right over in here around the ledge and then back down through. Deeper cut hole here, and I saw some nice bass jumping over there last night. A few jumps right in here where the edge of the ledge dips down to the bottom of the river. Pardon me, it is a little bit of a walk into here, so I'm a little out of breath. So on this rod, the grit stick, I have this interesting guy. Now, I don't know a whole lot about lures, but I have used spinners a fair amount. Pretty easy, just cast them, retrieve them. But this guy has a nice long shank hook on the back. And to what I understand, it's something that's intended for like pike and walleye, toothier fish. And I've heard that gold or yellow is something that they like color-wise. The funny thing, which I have caught something with this lure this summer, the funny thing is that it was a big perch. I'd never had a perch take a spinner. I know that they will and they can, but just hadn't had it happen to me. So that was neat. Oh, I probably shouldn't walk right over those dangerous crocs. Give them a little bit of space. Try to keep myself where I can see my other rod, make sure it doesn't take a good plunk in the river. And yeah, just try to enjoy some time down here, see if I can catch something, make a video for y'all, because I miss you and want to talk to you. I definitely enjoy the comments. And my channel is just for fun. Like, I'm not making any money. Not looking to go big. Just looking to share my little slice of the area. What's in it. What's around. And just connect with the rest of y'all out there. Now, where I am casting, not last year, but the year before that, I was at the same spot with my girlfriend, and she had caught a fallfish, which is a member of the chub family. Very prevalent species here in the Connecticut River, especially where I'm at. And the specimen that she had caught was, oh goodness, I'd say a good 8 or 9 inches long. And I unhooked it for her right over in here. Took it just up there to re-release it because she'd caught it out of this pool. And the fallfish didn't have a chance. As soon as it got into the water, didn't realize there was a pike right there, and it snatched it. It was awesome to see. And I wish I could have got it on camera because it was pretty flippin' cool. Now, I do have other stuff with me. Of course, I brought my bag of tricks. So I do have swimmers and cranks and swim baits and all that. But what I've had the most luck with has been them crawly boys. So trying to let them have their chance. So that was wicked cool. I am definitely getting a bite on my other rod. Reel this up so I don't get snagged with it. Goodness. Alright, are you still on there, buddy? Or am I snagged up? So I've definitely been getting a bite. Or at least I thought I was. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I was definitely getting a bite. Oh, goodness. And on the top hook. So they're not sitting on the bottom this morning, so that's good to know. Come here, cruller. I want to catch a fish. I wanna. I know I've tried putting it in so many other videos before, but if you're not using a whole crawler, you get 2 containers, just put your partial in between the 2 containers and they shouldn't run off. At least I haven't had it happen yet. Alright, let's get back out there, because I want to know what that was. Excuse me. Alright, let's hit bottom. And the current here should be strong enough to take that 1 ounce weight and slowly bounce it along through. Well, someone just took a shot at something. Bear or deer or something. I know it's hunting season, but I don't really hunt. I prefer to fish. Now, I'm not going to hate on hunting. It is part of what built America and what has sustained our race for, as long as we've been around. Can't live if you don't eat. And for those wilder parts of the country, it's still pretty much a thing where if you don't make sure you got food, you're not going to eat. And it looks like my line is already jumping again on that other rod. And I just cast this one out. Alright, well, are they going to be serious about it, or? Are they going to be serious about it? Or I might have just got into a snag. That's also possible. Very possible. Some rivers and some stretches of rivers aren't snag at all. Other stretches of rivers can be nothing but snags. Oop, there was definitely a drop and a bounce back up there. Alright, guess I gotta check this guy out again. a look here. Alright, we are good. Excuse me. That's the only thing about any dropper loop thing. Sometimes your hooks can get wound up around your main line. And I know you can put your hooks directly onto the loops. And if you're using heavy enough mono or fluoro, you can absolutely do that, be fine with it. But in some cases, like if you know you're in an area where there's pike and pickerel, generally speaking, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of room between your what's generally weaker or lower strength main line to your heavier leader. And there are certainly cases where you'll actually use a lighter leader. Find that works pretty good with trout. Have a decent backing, like 10 or 12 pounds. And then as far as what's attached to your hook, normally, and I'm not talking like big trophy trout, I'm catching eaters most of the time. Some of them are decent, like really decent, but not all of them. So like 8 to 15 inch trout don't generally need much more than an 8 to 10 pound leader to your hook. Looks like we have company coming up the river. I have to pull this other line of mine in just so that I know they can get by safely. It looks like something else might be playing with it anyways. So let's see if we can catch them while they're at it. Whoop. All right. And we do indeed have something. What? I don't know yet. But it feels pretty good. Jump, so probably a bass. Yep, I'd say so. Oop. Nice little smallie. Hold on, buddy. Gotta inspect the damage. Alright, you're in the stomach. I know y'all can pass the hooks. I don't like leaving hooks, but that's why I have this dropper loop set up the way I do, so I can just quick change the hooks, especially if I'm using these pre-snelled like I am. Hold on, little buddy. You're gorgeous. I wasn't really expecting to catch anything down here today. Lovely little river smallie. I don't see any parasites on them. Oh, there's the waves from the boat. All right, little buddy. Thank you for playing. All right, so that was cool. Except for having to leave the hook. I really don't like doing that, but I'd rather not kill a fish if I don't have to. And if you're fishing, well, guess what? That's a risk you always run. It's a risk you always take. All right. So, not on that one. So those jump, and that's what I am using right there as far as that top hook is concerned. Which, oh goodness, I don't have terribly many of them. Seems to be my only package. I'm gonna have to change that. I probably have some of these in my ice fishing gear. I try to keep that stuff separate. That way I'm not having to grab from one to go to the other. You know, robbing Peter to pay Paul, as some folks would say. That little smallie did put a nice bend in my 7-foot OTX spinning reel or rod combo. Bass can be fun. Most fish can be fun, but they can also be frustrating. All right. Now that our boater friend has passed, get this right back out there and see what else might want to play this morning, because that's why we are here. Now, another part of the reason why I make these videos is my oldest son, he enjoys fishing. And when he has access to YouTube, he will watch my videos when he misses me, because he and I don't get to see each other all the time, because he lives with his mom. Not a big deal. There's a lot of that kind of thing going on in America, where a child will have 2 or 3 homes between mom and dad, sometimes the grandparents. Life's never easy for anyone. So it's a way for my oldest son to hang out with me and chat with me, and same kind of deal goes for my father. He's got COPD, so as much as he would love to be out here doing this kind of stuff, he can barely take care of what needs to be taken care of on a day-to-day basis. So it gives him a window back to the outside and fishing. It's something he used to do quite a lot, used to enjoy doing, but really can't anymore. That guy sink a little bit, because I'm pretty sure it is still about 6 feet right there where that landed. 6 to 8. All right, this spot on the Connecticut, because that's where I'm fishing, the Connecticut River. In some spots, it's a wicked shallow cross, so your banks will be very gradual. And then other spots, like here where there's the ledge, the sides drop down quite a bit more before they bowl out in the bottom. But yeah, when it's warmer out, we have drought conditions. Generally speaking, those fish are going to be congregating in the deeper spots, sticking close to the deeper spots, because that's where they can go to get out of the heat. And still have enough oxygen in the water to be able to breathe. So definitely white water during the river, or during the summer on a river, is going to be a really good place to catch a fish. And that is a rule that goes right down through to the smaller creeks and brooks. If you got white water and a deeper pool, you will generally have fish. Alright, they don't seem to be impressed with the spinner this morning, and that's fine. Just toss out another bottom rig. I'm really just here to enjoy the river and, well, gab at my phone a little bit. Because why not? Why not, buddies? Yeah. This is one of those spots where it'd probably be easier to set up my tripod, but eventually I hope to have a couple of GoPros, be able to give multiple camera angles and such. But at the moment, it's not really a thing. All these different options, and don't throw many of them. Yeah, I'll give that guy a couple of throws. Maybe there's a pike in here. We're hitting at top water. Last night, I don't know about this morning. Looks like I'm getting a bite over here again. And I know I just heard something jump. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I got you, buddy. Oh yeah. I love that bend you're putting in the OTX. Hey now. Another bass. Another nice smallie. Another nice smallie. Come on, buddy. You're a little too big for me to want to try to flip, bud. I've got my net, but you also swallowed it. Come on. Come here. Ooh. Oh, hey. Alright, I'll be able to get my hook back from you. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Come on. Now that is a freaking stud of a smallmouth. This is one I'm willing to get a weight on if my scale will work. Let there be power. Alright, now hold on, buddy. You are a tank. Alright. 0. 0. 2.8. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. That's a lovely fish. If I had my tripod, I'd have to I'd have to move my camera. That's a beautiful fish. All right, hold on, buddy. Gotta get down here where I'm not gonna kill myself. Woo! All right, buddy. Thanks for playing. Beautiful, beautiful big bass. Just swimming off nice and slow. That was awesome. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. I'd never bothered weighing a bass before. And that one was probably close to 24 inches long. Biggin. Biggin. Oh, excuse me. All right. Dang it. There we go. All right. And right back out there to see who else is going to play. So far, a nice quality small smallie that will hopefully grow into grandma or grandpa that I just caught. Because I'd be willing to bet that was easily close to a 24-inch long fish. Very healthy. Love to see that. Didn't see any parasites on either of those fish. And that's been a pretty common thing this summer, is lots of parasites. Alright everyone, I gave it another half hour out here and didn't get any more bites, but that's okay. The two that I caught were lovely specimens, beautiful miniature, and then grandma or grandpappy. Awesome morning to me. Like I said, I'd just do this for fun. Thank you for anyone viewing, anyone liking, anyone commenting, subscribing. I appreciate you all. Because I mean, this is a dream office. Maybe someday. But until next time, I wish you all the best of luck, and tight lines. Bye.